Let me try. Yeah. Okay. So once again, welcome you all, my fellow OIBIS community members. I am delighted to have you all once again, and we have our own experts here online with us. Last time we discussed in detail the real-time inventory view. How is it going to help the retailers? How does it add on a lot of value if you have the real-time inventory visibility across your sales channels? Because if you are in a retail business now, it's not one channel, or it's not only e-com, or it's not only POS. It's about social selling. It's about marketplace selling. It's about supporting customer journeys like BOPIS, Endless Aisle, and Boris, and all other journeys. And for supporting all these journeys across the channels, and to give a good engaging experience to your customers, you have to have the real-time inventory visibility. So we talked about the value add-on that it brings for a retailer when you have the real-time inventory visibility in the last session, where Ankush talked about how does it help you in keeping your promise when you make a promise to your customer. And the promise is, if I commit a product, if I take an order from you, I'm committing something that, okay, I'll deliver it to you. And if you've taken the order, you have to fulfill it, right? And it can only be done if you have made a right promise and you're keeping it, because you knew that how much of inventory for a particular product you have in store, or maybe at your warehouse, so that you are capable of saying, okay, I'll be able to fulfill it. And that's how you take the
Yeah,
order and you keep your promise. So Ankush talked about it today. Again, we have Ankush with us, and we would like to know more about his own experience with Apache OIBs addressing such requirements. So, Ankush, welcome once again. And my
Thank
first question would be to you, like, would you like to share your experience while addressing such real-time inventory visibility requirements using OIBs when you were working out these things?
Yeah, Pranay. So actually, last time as we discussed few points, like we discussed the false promise issue. If we don't have the inventory visibility on the e-commerce or across the sales channels, then there may be end up with the we have a order that we cannot fulfill. Uh, just because we don't have the inventory in our hand. So in my previous experience, I had worked on one project where uh, the e-commerce website actually not implemented on the Apache WebBase itself, but on one other platform or one other technology. So actually what they did is they pull the products and the catalog data from the OFB side, and all the inventories are also set up in the OFB side, but they never pull the inventory, or they never have the visibility of the inventory on their e-commerce side from the OFB side. So in that case, uh, like they don't have the visibility, they are taking orders from the e-commerce site, and they are pulling to the pushing to the OABs.
Mm-hmm.
And at the OAB side, once the order is come, so like we know that the in the OFB side, we have everything, like we have order management system, we have inventory management system, and the warehouse management system, and all these systems are works together and works perfectly fine. So that once the order come to the OFB side, uh, the services and the process are triggered, and they start to resolve that order. They start to
Mm-hmm.
check the inventory and um, manage the inventory on their side.
Mm-hmm.
So if the e-commerce website is not connected to the inventory management system of the OFBs, so there is a mismatch of the inventory between the e-commerce side and the OFB side.
Mm-hmm.
So to resolve this issue, finally we have to uh, that was not the legacy system. So we have the option to provide support. Like if from the e-commerce side, we can call the request, or we can call the API to check the inventory, what inventory, what ATP we have in our system, so that we can promise the order, we can disallow to place that order. So finally, we have created the API on our side, and we ask them to call that API to get the inventory visibility on their side.
Perfect. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a very valid point, Ankush, and that's pretty impressive. Like, okay, you can on the real time or from product detail view of any of the third party e-commerce system, you can call in an API from OIBiz and you can check the availability of the inventory, and then you just make sure that okay, whatever order I'm taking is basically based
Right.
on the actual inventory availability that I have across the channels, because OIBiz can carry or can store the inventory by locations, right? Either irrespective of the type of the location, it can either be a store, or it can be a warehouse, it can be a mini fulfillment center, you call it, or it can be a distributed center, you call it. It can keep track of inventory availability across the facilities that you have, irrespective of the type of the facility, and that makes it easy to actually give the details of the availability, either it's ATP or QH, the available to promise and quantity on hand, or whatever you need, the third party systems, the e-commerce systems, or any other e-com channel basically. It actually it can give this detail to any of the sales channels we can talk about. So yeah, that's a really good value add on that you have here, and that can be leveraged and used with any of the third party systems. Yeah, thank you for sharing that detail with us, and I'm glad to know that you have implemented it and it worked. Mm, so while you were implementing that, let's say for example you were implementing that API call with Apache
Yeah.
OIBiz and third-party e-com system. So let it be any of the sales channel, right? You were
Mhm.
implementing that API call. Did you face any challenges in OIBiz, like from technical perspective? If I talk about, was it difficult to implement, or like from OIBiz we say it works on 80-20 principle, right? So it makes your job easy. It is for rapid application development. At the same time, it gives you the business applications top of that, that makes the job even easier for a
Yeah.
developer to take a leap or the lead, I would say. So how was your experience? Please share it with
So,
us.
actually, we didn't get any difficulty in implementing the API set. Just we have to add one handler in between the to pass the request data from the e-commerce side to the so that we can pass that data to the OIB services. And what OIB services has written, we can also pass that data and return back to the e-commerce side.
Mhm.
So we had to implement only one handler in the OIP side, but other than this, everything works as expected.
Yeah, so I would say definitely with the latest, I would say the abilities being added in the system for REST API and all those things. Uh, I think Girish Vasmatkar is the person who has
Yeah,
been working on all these things. I'm pretty sure that in future it's going to be pretty easy. You won't even need to have that handler that you might have worked in past. So with the latest addition, I would say it is going to be pretty easy in future. So we'll see.
yeah,
We'll talk about that as well. Pretty good. I'm glad to know that it worked smoothly for you. And then how about, like, you already mentioned that this thing, but I just wanted to know more about these abilities. Like, we have this hierarchical data model in OIBiz where you have pretty normalized, I would say, data model that is based on the universal data model from Lin, and
yeah,
it follows that. So being a person who has worked in Apache OIBiz as a developer, I know, like, it's really easy. Whenever you are having a problem, you want to solve it, you are trying to locate a data model, just go in and you are able to locate it in OIBiz, because it actually replicates that, and over the years new additions have been done. So from inventory perspective, keeping it there and considering OIBiz as the single source of truth for all these sales channels, for managing your inventory in the omnichannel environment, like, how was that experience working out with inventory items and details, and like keeping history of all the changes, and like how was it? Was it heavy operations? Like, did you use some BI data model abilities, OLAP abilities, or like how was it? Please let us know. Please give some details on that.
Yeah, so as you mentioned that the Apache ABs use the universal data model, which is given by the Len Silverstone, and it actually really very flexible and have support uh, to accommodate, to mold any business requirement into our system. So yeah, it has very great support. Like with any business requirement, like if retail businesses want to set up multiple facilities, they have multiple facilities physically, so they can easily map them into the our system, into the our database. Like we have facility entity, using that they can create multiple facilities. They can map the inventories by facilities. They can set up the locations.
Mm-hmm.
So it has all the capabilities. By using these, they can implement everything.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's really cool to have, right? Okay, you don't need to write things from ground up. All these things are pretty handy, already available and defined in a way where you also get a layer of the service layer is also available, right? The basic operations,
Yeah.
the thread operations, and all those things are already there. And also there are wrappers because there are these applications as well. It's not only the lower level CRUD operations, but the application layer as well, where you can actually by your own go in and can sort of run on complete pick, pack, and ship process in Apache OFBase itself. Um, that gives you a confidence. Okay, not only the data model, not only the basic services, but the services that gives you the wrappers over those lower level services and the application layer that helps you understand the overall flow, that how is it going to work for you. So so yeah, as we the session that we started on the line that okay, how it helps you keep your promise. And the most important element that you talked about here, Ankush, was the ability to check the inventory availability across your locations. And when your customer is visiting your digital commerce or e-commerce platform, and then on the product detail view, if customer is willing to check where the inventory is available. Let's say, for example, I would like to give an example of the journey which is called buy online, pick up in store, where the customer is going to buy a product from you through a sales channel online, and then going to come to your store, the physical store, the brick and mortar store, where he'll be picking it up. So for that, customer goes on to the product detail, browse the catalog, goes to product detail page, and then you can give the ability, as you said, facility locations and all those things are also set up. So the customer can search the product, can search the availability of the product in the region where he is, and then can locate a store from where he would like to pick, and then based on the availability he places the order goes to the store associate also has the inventory availability across the channels, so he also knows like do I have this product in store or not. After the physical verification, store associate can say, hey, I have it, and then the customer is notified that your order is ready for pickup. Customer comes in and picks up the order, and order is marked completed. So it's a customer journey that can be made possible with only the real-time inventory view across the channels. It's not because your customer does not understand the channels. Customer only understands I am your customer. So if I go to your e-commerce platform or I go to your physical store, you should be aware that I am your customer. And that's the most important thing. And that's another topic to talk about where you have the 360 view of your customer as well. We will touch that topic as well. But yeah, for now we'll keep it close to inventory. And for this session, I think we have covered pretty much the important thing that we wanted to cover today. I would like to invite questions from the participants. If there is any question, please let us know if there is any question. Okay. So yeah, I think we are good. And thank you so much, Ankush. We would love to learn more from your experience with inventory, order, and other management things that you have worked out. and whatever experience you have got. These things are really valuable asset to OIBIS community. Having you as a member in the community, it adds on a lot of value to it. Thank you so much for all your contributions so far, and we look forward to learn more and more such good things by your experience. Thank you so much for participating in. And
Thank you.
thanks to all the other participants as well. We'll see you in the next. Yeah,
Definitely. Thank you, everyone.
thank you everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.